Yo, today we are going to have a huge conversation that has been going on for the past 4 or 5 years. And I will talk about it not based on whatever that is trending, but I am going to talk about it concerning Africans' liberation. And I want to explain to Africans why they should not turn their ears or focus concerning these things. There is nothing like this is good, this is bad. The world itself runs or moves based on negative and positive. You will be ignorant, or you will just be a representative, or you will just be that dog that will be thrown to the lion just to distract the lion if you don't learn deep. This thing has been going on for the past 4 or 5 years, and I was waiting for people to talk about it concerning Africans' liberation, because a huge revelation is made about Africans, and it didn't actually tackle the root. It said something serious about the leadership of Africans being jokers. And that is too huge for me to let it slide. I've been writing about this thing, like I said, for the past 4 years. I refuse to talk about it. But I've realized that as much as the revelations keeps coming, Africa is mute about it. And you know, if I should talk about anything that is trending, I'm not going to tackle it from the entertainment side or talk about it from the trending side. I always delve deeper into the spiritual aspect of it, the concerns of African liberation, and also what will be thrown to Africans at the end of the day. So we need to talk about it. We need to educate our people so we are not able to be a representative for anybody, or we will not be the tool to use. The reason people are not talking about this is they feel that this is good, this is bad. In actual fact, from every fraternity, you people are practicing the same or performing the same rituals. But when you perform a particular ritual with a shallow mind, you will be just a representative for somebody or for the person who is practicing the real rituals. On this same platform, we've had one of our brothers called Namwale who said that Christians are practicing Christianity without the knowledge of exactly what they are practicing. And I think I believe that, or I think I agree with him. Because the things that we point fingers at and say that, oh, this is evil, this is evil, this is evil. What is evil and what is bad? Today, I want us to talk about the EPSTEIN files. It's been going on for the past over 4 years now, and now it's huge. And everybody is talking about it. I didn't want to talk about it, though I have been writing about it. But I realized that if I don't talk about it, either some will use it as a prophecy or prediction for my people. And at the moment they do that, we will be looking at it from the shallow way. And again, the way the Westerners are approaching it, I am not going to approach it like that, because I'm just a black woman representing Africans' liberation, and I am a spiritual visionary and a sky watcher. So my approach is always different. So today I want us to delve deeper into these things and see what it has for Africans, and at the end of the day, where it will land for us. So all the leaders can think about this, and all the leaders can approach it and have a look at it. Because Africa, they be yet na wa mani besi yechi. Ebesi yechi wia na aberiye. I have written a lot, but I am going to talk about just 2 episodes. And I want you people to think deep. And I am open for anybody who wants to sit and have a conversation about this as well. Today we are talking about the EPSTEIN files. Agent of Babylon, part 1. I said I'm going to approach it from a different angle that nobody has ever done. So we will look at 3 stages. Is EPSTEIN dead? Like they are saying. Now they are saying he is dead. Me pauta so who tie me now won't say asem we ho hwe na unim hwe, just use your phone. And then we will look at Christians versus satanic rituals. We will look at some of the rituals that people go through, people do, and feel that one is okay. This one is not okay. Let's get into this and see what is there. If you are doing something new or something pure, or something evil, or you are just a representative who is just standing there as a shallow being, doing what you don't have knowledge about. Then after that, we will look at the ritual purposes. We can't keep quiet about this as black people, because no matter what goes on there, it will end up here. Even their clothes, Their old clothes end up here. Their food. Tell me what has not ended up with us. So we cannot turn our eyes or turn ourselves against anything. Like we don't care. It is our business. And I will talk about this so nobody use it as a prophecy or predictions for you. It is something that is happening. It started 4 or 5 years ago. So let's delve deeper into this. Tonight, we are doing something different. Something serious. Please sit down and pay attention because what I am about to say is not for entertainment. I have explained to you where I tackle my things from. So you can say I'm going to reveal a bit of downloads to you. Because it is more spiritual than you can think of. And if you believe in reincarnation or transmutation, and you believe that we can transport a particular energy from somebody's body and place it in another person's body while the thing is working. If you believe in this, then you should not always listen to things and keep quiet about it. You should delve deeper because as some way, when they say this man is dead, I look at them and I laugh because looking at where this man stands and the kind of things that he is involved himself into, you can't be a shallow-minded to believe that this man is actually dead. And if you feel he's dead, you think about this. Look at the $20 bill and look at the man, the president that is sitting on the dollar. That is Andrew Jackson. Look at this president and look at this Epstein man's face. These two people. What's the difference? What is the difference? People don't just assume power because they know God or they believe God. People don't assume power because they are intelligent. People assume power because of what backs them and the kind of rituals they perform. What are these rituals? Are they clean rituals that makes people powerful? Mibisa, and now so say, because God himself, to assume power, he has to kill his own son to save the world. Is he saving the world for himself or he's saving the people in the world? And who are the world? The world is the people. Why are you saving the people or why are you saving the world and what for? That you have to kill your only son. It's all talking about power. Africa is mute about this huge revelation, so I want us to talk about it. Please sit down for me. My people didn't want me to talk about this. No more person myself, I didn't want to talk about it initially. They said it is too dangerous concerning the deep state and that YouTube might. So I'm like, okay, I'm not a blogger to talk about what everybody is talking about. But that doesn't mean I should not love my continent and my people enough to draw their attention to some of the things, some of the languages, some of the styles, some of the rituals, some of the symbols, some of the statements that will end up with us in future that will not help us. It doesn't mean I have to keep quiet. So I decided to talk about it. I personally feel this thing was released at this era intentionally because they can blame AI for releasing this and try to play on our intelligence that it is fake. So they could later blame AI for creating some of the photos and the videos. They are back at this era. So that a Pascala, a perfect excuse for wicked people, which some of us are watching, and we can't keep quiet about this. So that's why we are going to have this conversation. It's very important. But considering the many calls from you, people are asking me, especially those who are out there, news. Prophecy, predictions, but those out there, those who have their consciousness, those who love Africa, they started calling me, Mami Grace, what are you saying about this? Why are you quiet about this? So I am marking my time because me satisfy you by talking about it, but I have to look at the frequency of the earth. And Namasha said, if it's okay for us to talk about it. So I think this is the time. So the fans and those who have been sending messages, you want to know what Mami Grace thinks about the Epstein files. So today we are going to talk about it for everybody to know. So I said, okay, but I must tell you this from the beginning. I will not show you dark images or any fake AI images. I'm not going to do that. Mapa production head niso chow say me padochow me ka asem na ye papa eno de obetumi de Ghana celebrities anima totoso but me ka asem na ye bone de a onfa foreign celebrities no enim emfa totoso. We've had that conversation and I'm saying that today I'm not going to give you any fake so production head Mr. Saber will be careful not to include any fake AI image or images for me. I will also not mention every name in those files. I will not focus on personalities but on the substance that can help us on our spiritual education journey. Because when they are exposed like this, they will intentionally put the victims and also the personalities involved until you'll be focusing on the personalities and leave the substance nankasa aside. I don't do that. The same thing they did when they were initiating new force no Olympics game no omo ye the same thing wo hono nti obi adwen kwai na omo di game fo aba and omo di lesson and the main thing that was going on no omo twen amanfo adwen fi so. I am not going to do that. So I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to focus on any personality. If it doesn't benefit Africans' liberation, I don't waste my time on it. Ane, so ombayana, why you way na, why you way? I won't talk about it because they will do this thing, and the Africans they themselves will call no into these things. Later they will betray them, and because we hate ourselves. When one of our people is exposed, lack of knowledge, we will rather promote the expose. Na ya maye nipa na ye bad. You ask yourself, say where is Didi and R. Kelly? No more, where are they? Are you trying to tell me that everything they did, I'm not applauding them, but are you trying to tell me that anything or whatever they've done, initiative? Is that what you are telling me? Is that Michael Jackson warned us? We didn't take him serious because Africans, what we are serious about is what we will get. The land and the people in it. And the power that controls the people. We don't care. We don't want to assume nothing. Yemfa nyankopon ene ye de kope power. Nyankopon nan kasampo okope power no. There was a ritual for him. And what was that? He has to kill his son. It was a ritual. Because that is exactly what they want you to do. But you attention feed the main substance no so now hey and away wom na dream be nkra no mo de ye men dream da sade we no mo ye because omo do wiase men dream sa dream da said the American I feel I know I believe I can see that it is something they want to introduce to the world. Because a wiase petumi, a wiase pe fame, inti adie bi amo onipa kese bi abeye famous no, emfa ho ne de beteki, obi bekwa akoye. We are here in Ghana. Some time ago, it is right now education at Aroma. Se see bibia akofom, me your court, me ye Freemason, me ye say, me ye secret society, me ye lodge. Now people were chasing me ye Illuminati, me ye wine. Now people were chasing. Why? Because they see these big people in these societies. So at the moment they preach this, people accept these kind of things very easy because people want power. Obiya person ye famous. Bebrebe ya ye keka ye ho aye buru ye hu nyina eye because obi ye famous che obi ye better than obi eni ade nti omu tete sa niama na ape na kire se omu be ye no omu de omu hu akwakoshim. That's exactly what they want us to do. They want you to scroll through the many names and be caught in the whole useless hype. I don't do that. I draw your attention to things that will end us. Until this is what I want us to look into. The main issue. Because they will do this and we will look at the people involved and then we will be... They want to turn the world into zombies so they can control us. They want to turn us into animals so they can control us. Because if this huge person is part, they want you to look for your favorite celebrity or politician. They want you to be shocked and distracted by their demonic actions and lose your balance. This is number one thing. This is the fundamentals of this whole brouhaha. But some of us are not going to let the substance itself slide. The reason we are talking about it, I don't know how far I will take you, but we will say a bit for the leaders to think deep. Because according to this man, or say African leaders, omo from army, omo from entertainment, omo from communication. That's what or say omo source, no.
Most political leaders don't come out of a background of finance. Most political leaders come out of a background of being popular. So in some of the countries, in some of the African countries, for example, they might have been a military person. They were a general. In some of the African countries, they might have been a disc jockey. Or in our country, they would have been an actor. The knowledge of money they don't have expertise, they have no degrees in finance. They really, and this is one of the major problems, their expertise, if they have any financial knowledge, is of their own checking account or bank account and filling in their own taxes. So many world leaders who don't really have a financial underpinning make fundamental errors when it comes to money on a country or institutional level.
Now we should do so na ya koyete say because gold that you too hani lithium there hin na you processing the kroma you ntumi mpo fe ngu krom ha e mo meto in fact you ntumi mpo ntu on our own for them to come and buy. So when you look at this, you will be like what he's saying makes some kind of sense. But let's look into this. Ehun ya papa. Nti niama ye say ba omo pese na we wo na the main substance no we lose balance. We are not going to do that. Because that is why I look at spirituality in Ghana and I laugh. I look at spirituality in Africa and I laugh. How is it helping you people? Because obi here, obi aware, spirituality is gone beyond that. We have to assume power so we are able to control our things and take care of ourselves. That is the kind of spirituality you should pursue. Listen to me. But I am here to show you the system and the need to rather use this to maintain our frequency. Very important. I am here to show you where this whole thing is headed. Maybe I deal with the entire may draw our attention to something. I want everybody to think deep today, especially if you have a spirit of African dwelling inside of you to say, Mia. Then you look at what is hanging around my neck and then you decode everything. Then you will start to cry. Me pese muhu baby e free. Any baby a echo. Said the entire ancestor Africa for chi omweni. E wa asem we hu. Eno na me pese me no eche. And more importantly, I am here to show you the spiritual meaning behind these rituals and how it connects to our lives as Africans. What we know how to do is this is evil, this is good, this is bad, this is devil, this is Satan. That is all we know. Whatever that controls, we have zero knowledge about it. So we make all the noise and we don't see nothing evidence. We will go deep to trace their ancient origins. All these rituals, ebi wa wuntu mimpo nka ho asem, wanu yedu se obebie wanu aka se woye nipa. Enye nkomo kwa pamcho sa asem na ekoso no, enye nkomo kwa obibini bi entie miye. This is not empty talk. Awakening is serious business to us as black people. And we don't joke with our frequency and energy. We are pearls. Abusunya, this platform, everybody here is serious and alert. Yenye tami ewu advert wa ha na ye nton niama so wa ha ye wo ye niama but enye no na ye focus ye nim de ye focus because we want to understand gravity, we want to understand frequency, we want to manage our energies as pearls so we are able to stand and face anything that can happen and come out of it. Yebewu yejitu because we are in the death realm, but for someone to take us by surprise enye juma, your energies should be able to withdraw from what will harm you. Time. This is what we are focusing on. Abusia. Enti enyumre we. Enya agro ni yebedi ni waha. Me obia good evening. Our platform we so. Me da say what join the spiritual with Maame Grace because we are going to have a huge conversation like I said earlier. And from my pebi, Boma Africa for. Sen komu betumi ehu from an ebo no mo take advantage. But say ye bo hu a yeti ate. Inti se niama ni bi bada ye say yesuro ye betena say ye betena ye dada yi mu. I'm telling you say this era and the frequency of the earth we are seeing na obi a medical catch from last 2 years say covenant bi a breaki a stop it. Akwanye bi abeda ho amanipa bi e de na bu before ye niama na omo keka ni na de ne ye fa wom na de ben e na ya adwene say ye nyankasa ye beye e de ama ye ho eno ehun kombo ne ne inu mienu ye ba betwetwe ye ntena wo ma bibia mbe disrespect ye biom as black people. So be a bet now 10%, 20% will stand for this continent. I am so sure about this. And then come on ye bedino. I am come on no din na ya sama akoso 4 years, 5 years ni. Na baby e du no. Na eduru se esese nipa ye den e ka ho asem ne no. E ne ye be ka ho asem. I believed you, 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 and I send you love, I send you love, I send you love, I send you joy, I send you strength, I send you life, I send you light, pure light, I send you energy, I send you energy. May your frequency understand the gravity, so you know where to step. I send you love. I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, I do not bless you. I believed you, I believed you, I believed you, I do not bless you, and I wish you a nature day, and I welcome you to another episode of Spiritual Hour. On this platform, I'm always the pride of our ancestors. They smell through me, and they speak through me, and they drop every particle of information through me to us. It's another day. My name is always Maame Grace. Call me the great in sequence. Call me the grand phoenix. I am the divine light. I glorify my ancestors because they live in me. I am my ancestors. It's another episode. I am Michia. Maybe I will be a say anope ye a numere honumunchia and a mede ebo epiniwo. My cultural topic I here discussing the EPSTEIN files. Agent of Babylon Part 1. And no na ye discussing and a cultural level I de echo. Yen fan entertainment level, yen fan any level who pese wote. Yen ko discuss celebrity be but ye kwa discuss downloads a wom. And they said ye yen fa ye ni enhwe. Nti de ye kan ahwe no is EPSTEIN dead. Is he dead? They are saying he is dead. So now all the files are out. Files no also over 1 million files. It's huge. And I can say I did meeting for 4 years. And a chicken change, a dorsal, and a lazy man's job. So this dear, I don't think any churches can go close. Let me start by saying this clearly to all of us, especially Africans. I do not believe Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Me, Maame Grace, my opinion, as a spiritual visionary and as a sky watcher, I am saying that I don't believe he's dead. I have a reason, I have explanation. Let's listen to that first. There are so many ways of escape for mankind. Escape. Now, the greatest one no, and death. So when they say somebody is dead, who are we a normal person? No, will say nipa ne me feel said. As we go, I will explain. I don't think he's dead. Anio, you heard me right. And I have told you the source where I'm coming from. This man was too powerful to just die in prison like an ordinary thief. It's not possible. Well, we really found a few. Look at the people, this man, any mingle, from Pope to who? I am not mentioning names. I don't have that time. They are not my attention. Because they don't deserve my attention. In fact, my attention is more than them. So I'm not focusing on them. I'm focusing on my continent and my people. Think about it, Ebusia. Onye kromfo chese on to me enye possible. Now my reason is this. This man was not just some rich man who did bad things. There be enye sa He was an infrastructure. He was an agent. He was a powerful link between spirits and powerful people. Me ameti he impo. Me ameti he po ami nyo obi asa no. Me wo ni nye tantantan sa. No no ni wo aye said the amoka no. And these things when they say these things I am thinking deep. Because omo kasa nyama we ka owuo obi ewu I am drink deep. Ade we omo say yebo Yesu asendua so wo akromfo no. These things are things they talk to you indirectly. You need to be up there to understand these things. Yesu yebo na asendua omo say ne nansa so no sore ye. We so omo say weku ne ho. Omo say ono ane hange ne ho. Yesu so ye say ye hange no. Me say eda ebibifuo ebe sore ye tena omo to so no mo adwen no. Say that no betumi ade omo. You can never blame anybody for Africans' condition but ourselves. The way we think so shallow. This man had connections everywhere. When they tell you somebody is dead, think twice. Makacho said $20 no so. Nasha papa nenim nasha FC nenim. And now almost wa hanging no prison am Jesus so they are mfato ho akere. They talk to you. If you refuse to listen and learn, that's your wahala. In Hollywood, actors, directors, and producers, he's connected from boot to boot, cover to cover, everywhere. He's connected fully. Who pictures from who to who? It's not a chicken change for you to tell me that he died. He just gave up, hanged himself. If you believe he hanged himself, trust me, 3 days was sorry. That is even if you believe so. This man has connections all over. Presidents, senators, governors, and the people who run the internet and artificial intelligence. He has connected. He's connected to these people. That is how grounded this man is. And you are telling me he hanged himself. Oh, come on. You can do better than this. He was connected with royals, kings, and queens of Europe. The powerful people you see on televisions are just and cover to cover, south, west, east, north, and everywhere. He's connected. You can't tell me he just died. Even in science, we are talking about Nobel Prize winners, university presidents, and researchers, pastors, the news anchors you watch every day, and the people who spy on the whole world. He practically owned the world. And you are telling me such a powerful man hanged himself. How? He's bigger than all the prisons you can think of. So when you hear him arrested, you believed. And also you feel he's hanged himself. Oh, wow. Then, like I'm saying, there's so many escape for mankind. So let's fidget with it and see. Say, we ampa, and now we're transported from one point to another. Because this man is connected to all these powerful people I just mentioned. His power exceeds that of world presidents and billionaires. He himself is a wealthy billionaire. Where is he? Again, learn from here. Whatever you have, there is time. I am telling you this with every confidence, with my 2 feet on the ground, that the world you know, it's not the world we live in. If you think there is God that you are worshiping, if you think there is a demon that you are worshiping, I am telling you that they've given up on you right now. Because the consciousness of the world now, these demons and these gods are not matching up. This is why everywhere has turned into questions. So whatever you are sacrificing for them, they want more. Just like you were sacrificing goats and sheep in the Bible. And it got to a point that these demons demanded for human beings. Now it's gone beyond that. Now they are looking for something else. When you hear these things, man, because if you say you, may become this man, oh, you're connected from left, right, center, everywhere. Where is he? I doubt someone with such power and wealth, with the life and reputation of all the powerful people in this world. There's more to it than they are telling us. And you, all the powerful people in the world, he has them in his hands. can just be arrested and the next thing he dies. What say papa we na like how when imre ana na someone po besin ne away na papa we don't get to try him in a court of law to hear him confess and explain. You don't get that. Abusunya, this man may have escaped through what the occult people call the great escape. I will explain. All these things are there. We can take our time for spirituality. Spirituality is big, deeper. One thing I don't understand for Africans, especially Ghanaians, is that teteno ne ye wo maame fo a obi wo ba omu dware no omu wo that gift no e dware abofra ne nan ache akro omu tumi di nkuto twetwe no na omu ama na nantu omu wo omu ana omu de ahwene e bobo nkrofo ye wo maame fo a na omu wo gift sebe abofra bi nya soro a omo de ne kɔ no wa ono na obɛhwɛ no ne ye wo yare bi achenchin o se bibi omo de kɔ ana omo wo nkrofo omo adenti na se munya natural gift na montena se na momfa nya adwuma na nkrofo mba ho na monsa o montua o na monya etwe ho adwuma mo na mo se mo ye spiritual teachers afa ye bisa masama mo de nam ha na mo de nam ha afa ye hu ebe wi ase no na adane setups we enye shedo. I am just trying to say that we can be honest to ourselves and help our own selves, because to become a spiritual teacher goes beyond that. It goes beyond wo ka adwuma a wo ye adwuma wo kwa wo betumi aye. But to become a teacher, ye na yete ho. Ye ntumi fa papa we nkojina law court to. Say yetie no ebusuya. This man may have escaped through what the occult people call the great escape. I don't know my explain actually the great escape, we can take it. Death is not always what we think. Tieniye. I don't know me mount. So what person would say what the occult people call the great escape. I'm breaking it down. Death has been technologically modified to things like mean transmutation. Spirituality is far gone. Conscious transfer into a clone body. This is how far spirituality goes. It goes beyond Tamiewu. Creating immortality babies. Transporting to lands beyond the earth. Spirituality is far gone. There are so many escapes. For nipa daseni. Na owo de ane na eyehu. Obete spirituality ase a unsuro owo mpo because obete ase. Me say obi wo ho no mo a ne prison your okoda aye a kind of escape. Can talk about it one day. Won't system na se na obi e kana wu ka bi. Na wo di masses ne messages echi a e na eye wo so obi akodem ye ntwa ye timfi so. There are so many escapes. Paucho. Yari a wayare da hompa wuntumi movie po can be an escape. We can talk about it one day. And you know what? Maame ka bibi nchirao. EPSTEIN is said to have invested heavily in all these technologies. Ordinisi kashemu. Ordinisi kashemu. Like transhumanism. I have spoken about transhumanism before. Say me kachira mo say enkrofo na omo ye body surgery na mucho omo adapa no omo na omo nye ne ye no omo na ye je omo to ho ntia na ba bia ye du na ebinum twitwa omo body part na omo de rubber ehhehye ho omo mpese obewu awiase akonanim na wo na obi akoye the body wow so no ho ayefe wo so say ye bone. Lack of knowledge my people perish indeed. Menye bi omo bi enfili se maka say nti maye bi mini akukuduro. They go through hell to do that. They go through wayo. Na me need sa ability me lack it. Me need sa confidence in way mama me nsafo. Enti na me nye bi nti me nka se de omo aye enye, but just do it right. That's what I'm saying. Papa we di ni sika hye niyama we nyina mu transhumanism, transfer of consciousness and cloning wa investing wom into feel say a person like this. Or betina ho. Aba, mama yen deep. Mama ye mo bi akwan no dada ye biom. The era is open for everybody's freedom. Can we move a little bit? Can we lift ourselves a little bit? Can we open the mind a little bit? Can we get out of our cages and drop all these dogma a bit? Can we purge our brain a bit as Africans so we can help ourselves? This era no ni ekosu biara no upeja wo ho kakra bi, you are out of the hook. But we need leaders. That's why I keep shouting that we need etheric leadership. More beyond country, let me say leaders in you, they are there. This man has said it openly that the leaders we get, they can never control our monies. And in America, my country say file is over 1 million for won't tell you, and they'll be to me Google, use your phone, a website, you can get it at anywhere. Where any predictions, but I'm pointing out to you where you should focus. So you don't turn it into entertainment or praising any celebrity. That's what I'm saying. So I believe he's living somewhere with someone else's body through the transfer of consciousness. And we may never know. Listen, this world is turning into something you have no idea about. I feel this is why Africa is behind, because the way we understand things and the way we calculate things, they tell you Jesus died and rose on the 3rd day. He died by hanging or crucifixion. Because of antithesis of the Bible. Africa does not say nim say you betumi atwe obi consciousness ato obi mu na apo say mete say yes papa ni brain da so da ho ye phones ba hu ba bia spirituality wo nti e be den na wo te ha no na o ka spirituality asema de enkrofo yiye president bi mpo be take you serious e question Africa ye behind ye behind because wo hwe ade omo sonsom no na wo hwe rituals na omo ye no kro mo nti ase ye be get into that. So let us look carefully. But this is not our main topic today. As I said, we will trace those satanic rituals to their ancient inceptions. And who is right? One knows one holy. Who is who? And that's Sakrawadrin. Sakrawadrin, when you're Jama Okra. So let's go. Abusia. Asama Make, share your comment in the box below. I want to read all your comments on this. Focus on the show. Liberation is a must for you as a black man. Now let's look at Christians versus satanic rituals. Rituals meaning because we don't want to believe or accept as people, especially black people, that there is nothing like good and there is nothing like bad. The world itself, papa Bible be anyone papa ni na our reward. There is no book, there is no fraternity that does not believe in good and bad. Ani na so any reward. Which is good and what is bad? Something can be good for you. It can be bad for me. Something can be good for me. It can be bad for you. So what is actually bad and what is good? The main thing we are going to do today is to look into the dark spiritual origin and meaning of these rituals. And no na person na so that we may take you time. So we back actually will say, no be so you can think deep. Why would powerful people be found doing such things against vulnerable children? Nkofu wo sike biala. Omo wo sike bie wo wiase. Nti oba bie ni wa omo ntumi mfre no. Nti ade nti na omo de sa mmofra be fa sa akwan so. And think deep o. Mmofra na omo de omo fa sa akwan no so nya mmofra omo akoto per se. De omo akoto no e wo kwan omo de omo fa so. Na ebi wo ho de omo ankasa ne omo ho wo. Na omo use sa ankola no for that. E den na be mo obi tiri mu aye den sa. Because you say you shall ba form say ye nipa ya anka de onipa pere na asase so bia no or pere no de janeba. Why would they do these things that we cannot even speak about openly? Mean to me nka say me your bad thing. Minji ni so bia be catch them says this expose no oni mo hwe. E yade na make 4 years ade obi ani mu bi but me na me do wo fa different angle kra. Nti bisa ho. Sa de nti no mo be yesa abusuya. This is not new. This is ancient. The court of King Solomon and the artifacts that were discovered in ancient ritual magic were wild. According to Western explorers, during their invasion of Africa, wild stuff. And Crawford way ni bibi anya wudi o. Enti sometimes no, say nyama na wo sese gu wona ye wo se wuye bibi no. Though you were representative for them, you don't know the real thing, but you have a bit in your DNA. Now you better back no na unemployment eduma eni ho ahochere ni de keka ka hunti ya dane representative ni ye joke no na omo ye written omo de ye ginagina ho say enkraman ye ombetu biama jata nawe for distraction no omo nya kwaya ye omo adepa ti be bisa won sa de na de ye we nyina enye ye ye bompa ye chenye obia o ye bompa ye chenye obia. They saw things, dark ritual magic and real sorcery from the beginning of time. They saw them here. The Pope and European kings sent armies that traveled across the world looking for the secret of Solomon's magic. You might be a joker to say that the apocryphal books were evil. That is why who is man? If you believe the Bible is the word of God, who is man to take some of the words away because does this make sense to you? So when you hear or say that the apocryphal books were bad and it was taken away, you have to differentiate, you have to explain, you have to understand why they were taken away. See, I see it. The magic no almost say no. And when we talk of Solomon magic, you and I know it's all about demons. Am I correct? Everybody is aware of this. And they discovered dark and bloody rituals that involve things we are forbidden to do. That's why those books were taken away. And when the books were taken away and they were copying it, they copied the Bible and they copied the demonology book at the same time. Inti bibia wone nkrofo a omu follow. Ti ase ma me wa ha. So who follow a particular thing, and you cannot force everybody to belong there because all these people have bloodlines. This might be the reason why some libraries were burned and some temples in Africa were destroyed. When you go to Israel, physically I mean to say, now you be well endowed, no nimdia wosha. Almost says temples be Jerusalem. Almost says set, but a dime bar could be penny see one more, and no the Oman form on Sankan because name Bami and Sebiti and a day we can talk about it one day. I have visited the place up and down, baby, my physically. I have toured all those places. Almost set temples be brave. Metis and I say Asante Kingdom po. No more library kakrakabi wo she bibia e wo honom. Omo fa de omo pewia. Omo nje bi ma. One thing and Westerners, omo de aye munie. So omo de bibi ba. No mama yira mo achi kura. Na mo focus we no so wani beba ho so na wo ko back no. Na ade na wo ko hwehwe no ni ho kura bi mo wipe ni nyina off. As I speak with you. Another thing eye bi pa ye de display spray wura su. Me come kire mo 5 years to come. Mo ni beba mo ho so sa mo pam aduane adi. Wo be hu aduane ni say si wo mo bedi na magnesium ba ku say kura ni. Mo mark me west. Mo be kai say abofra enya measles a yetete yenya ne anyam ne yedi punsu agu so. Ne yedi asa no e be hye measles na ewo ne yem na atu agu ne honam na afinish no. Afi na hwehwe nyenya kura na nwunya bi. Ntitena ho because be see nde ya make say ekura se twemala twem. Omo de ade ni bi gu asase na ni ase. Nti common sense and can't say wo de ade ni gu asase na ni ase na ewura ni wuye no. Ade papa bi entumi fi asase ni mu mba. Ti banchi na esi so na wo protect no be di banchi a eye cyanide nko ahwe nim. Omo ye fa nu nsi ho. Na bi before ye yare ye ne de age nyame. Nyame ben so. According to some masters, during the searches in the temples, they saw higher beings. These include jinns that could tell the future and do other magical things for a price. Aya mi bisa asem wo yo, pamocho wo, osamanta, enufutebrebe, emuetia, miskoikoi, sa anyama na ye kwa afuo ma ye hunu. Wakwa afuo ma wayirada. Yes, emuetia na ma wo yira ye muetia. People have seen emuetia. No omo ne omo atonte, omo kwa omo beba na omo ye rasta ne omo abobo bonkrof. These things were there, we were seeing them. Ni ye hu omo. Ye yankwala yi ebi fefefe ebi numu a ye hu ye mi bisasa sa ankrofo ni muetia sa niam boss yi na miskwekwe madam moke ne de keka kan omo nyina omo we he. That's why I tell you that ekurom ha Common montes cannot operate here. Common montes. You see, BBA wa hebi shallow. Just noise making, no benefit, nothing. Obi ensuro hwe. Tete no ne hwan obi atare san homa so akoyi. Na ka ba cross water. Dede nko a na mo ye fake prophecies. Ye nchemo so eno na e mabufu no. Mrs. Spirituality ni de papa Mahama famira ni be guremu bare. Their prices are dark and inhumane. No mo wo ho, but no mo prices na no yedin. Nti so broni be ka kiro so wo nananom som abosom na ede a wo nananom no mo di enwan na eye. So wo nanakora na odi nipa na eye, so no so odi nipa ye. So what's the point here? E be sa o, omo se bosom na na wosom ede ben ya. Wo nanampo de se na oku odwan, na se ye nipa kora na oku na enya, so omo so omu ku nipa. Nti se na bosom na nya wa ede nti na omo sesa koy. Bosom no se ni di ne kwasesa na eye artifact de enye hu. Untumi nka say ye bosom, ba wo kan artifact de a obibi. Eddie, most of their prices are what we are seeing shown up in places like the EPSTEIN files, where girls and young models are being used in these rituals. Then virgins, most of them say, "Oh, you know, I see the virgins." They say, "No, now almost say, until what is this? What do you call this?" Inti ni amana enye ni na almost say yenko Yesu won say no mu yusu didi Yesu. Obibi ne da su kita Bible gina ha. Me kan yansa sama kire wo say me ye burunsam. And ye som burunsam because me nyansa chen. The EPSTEIN file to me are one of our first times in modern days where we come face to face with someone who does dark Babylonian rituals for the rich and famous. Afeni yaba behu se anya hwe kura who 50 years or 60 years afeni yaba face to face to eniama they claim say ya nananom ye na enye na apparently that's what they are actually doing. They brought you what will make you just a representative who gina ho so odwan. And the reason you can't think far why Africa is here and these people that have nothing are there. This is the reason. What they came to tell you that it is bad. I don't care though, but I don't want you to leave the substance because of your negative energy, because I'm saying something big and huge to you as an African. From leadership to the truck pusher. He is the merchant. TME. He is the merchant. He is the agency for rich and powerful people to pay for and perform these rituals. Because of what the right keys and can perform anything. When we croffa we influence onipa ba to me wo abosom be ye 10. No mugu won so no ankasa so bi antua ni sika o ntumi ndidi. Obi a wade oton so ntumi nya hwe Ghana de kasesen. Me say papa president use them if they have anything. Use them. Nipa ba ko why agent or performing rituals. Look at the kind of people that we making. This is where you will feel so sad for Africans. When it comes to spirituality, we are the lowest. I don't know what to say. No power, zero. Me na me come chero. Nkonwa no kura wo ha no na na was 99%. O matete gu so hwinim. Me na me ka chero. This is the price they have to pay these powerful genes and dark element to do things like tell them the future. Just tete wo mo etia wa ha. Na nsu oto a almost stopping at the meboa. Na mo etia ni to me me mehu bi. Se obetumi anante akọ forest akọ wo kora unhie bi. Omo nyina adwane. Mo sorry am ye deda ye all night is for night kora mo anya case won nsam. Mo obey rules. Universe ne mbere nyina mo abuso. Amutua na de we ya ka kire omo de ebesi ochena de ebesi say nti na ahemfo no they were so powerful. Or control a major decision in their favor, or even let them gain more wealth and influence. Think ye be yimpo na nanom ne yakunwan na yenye de mfaso be. What's up? Ti se de ye no wa he pa no. E de empa na ye de ye. Asem kurasi ahemfi a abusumfi a no mo de akọ police station. Abusumfi akura mo akọ wi ade e wo ho. Enti ade ambiom. Osumfo na nkasa ni kun agya no ne yire agya no wantumi afa bosom na anhwe n'ani so. What is the point? Spiritual person what twempena kai for the way. Oh, share spiritual hour with the pride of our ancestors. I'm the great in Sakwese. Sometimes when a young mobo Sabio say enyansafo so we wiase. Na enyansafo kakra bi no so na eruli wiase. Nti Africa, muma yentu ye ni so. Ni ye nhwe se ye benye bi ni ya pack you together. Ni ye de odo atai omo echi a. Nya sa de a wo. Mu be ye mobo papa. Ufa have rituals. Ufa have rituals. And I'm here saying, me ma way for, and I'm here we ma way for you, nyame or your papa, you nyame or your bonny. I yet day. Where your question and me be so. What's up? And I never ritual. The genes knew about all the portals of the universe to other realms and every secret of the planet. But the price must be paid. And these people came to meet your ancestors doing it. They carried everything away, placed it at a place for the wise ones, and brought you what will make you just a sheep and a representative. So, omu penipa ni biya ya there. Now the whole thing, na there ye me de. And he said, "Mofra no omu yo omu de omu yo omu no kra. Omu kala tuntumu fon kala save omu. Cause baako kan wo mu so omu fa na egurumba. Hey, obiya taking the time no nhwe. Wow, titiri wa won't once. It's been going on for 4 years, but now I think it's above on time prior. And that's how the bear predictions and prophecies are mam. Munya wild. Na mo aso munya time mam ho kakra. Na mo pay easy things so dodo. Nkrofo we di omo wo ho. Nti mwa bebrebe na mu ku omo ni nyina na mu ku omo no. And some fast one say. Because we ni ritual no ye so influence any the people he is touching base with. The EPSTEIN case is our first confirmation that we still have demons walking on this planet who are making contracts and getting prizes to do what they want. I have done a full episode about this. Africans are just joking. Where does Africa stand when it comes to these rituals? Uko benina, abosun na wo nyina akote atenten ko ana omo. Etuetu awakwa wa ase unim. Efie bia abosun na ese ne kwete tenten. Ekuro no so ukoto ba bia abosun ni bisi bia so edan nye papa. I don't get it. Here education. This is rituals. Rituals no yeah, this is eniame to me pushy. Medical catch on a musician ojina we so. Watonjuma no ni hwa nkwa no miemia no show. Kasa sanen. Ya episode ma me ne waye Netflix ne de keke kan nti unim when they talk about fallen angels ama chire we mu nyina chire won samafo ne bibia nti unim wa wo ye new wa ha me mo akwa aba wa wo question you bisa. There is this beautiful lady on this set who will give you dates. You are doing so well. I appreciate you. Someone who said, "I'm not breaking a way down." Nipa moja, any day moja. There is nothing different. Pacho, the same thing na. See, I'm catcher say, "So we subscribe to BB. Are careful because obe subscribe obe bisa obesi. Ofri besi obeko akoko. Ofi akoko obeko odwan. Ofi odwan obeko nantwie. Ofi nantwie obeduru nipa. No dru nipa edi no beji. Wan hwe obeji ebusuemu ni nyina. These people don't know it is enough. And no na di wiase abedu ba bi ebegine ya sa expose yi na ekoso. Because niama na omojeje na pem. Omo hu se nipa consciousness aburu di omojeje no so. Emofra ne virgins no. Nipa consciousness aburu so. They are looking for a way out. Indeed, religion is coming back. Indeed. Now let's look at the ritual purposes. These rituals serve two main purposes. First, it is a spiritual blackmailing activity against anyone who performs it. Me say emfa ho nkose bibia mu na untumi ntia. Me say untumi ntia me nua ba ma. In the case of EPSTEIN, the big people who come and do these dirty rituals will have their information recorded with EPSTEIN and his masters. For example, minkoye bio example na me ma. Te say me ebia me yo hene ana me yo hema na ebia me pese me ko join ni me ko yes ade ni bi na me control nipa na ewo nyina na me powerful a na ebia omo ahye se de amahini eni te na omo aka kire me say yebe ma obi sebe ebi a wafa woto wo openly na ye the video yesi so that is your initiation na ya ye wo saa ya kata wani o ya chechire wani na ya ye wo saa na ye na wa ye video no na eda ho because ono obehwe hu ba bi a wahindie ni bekwa akodu se wutumi hwe Solomon asemu yi a ubehu ba bi a nanim guase oni David nyina David okowu obosun so Solomon one of them power ni nyina okowu obosun muma ye ndin dipo obi entan obi a enti ebia na omo aye me saa omo achechire mani na omo afu na me ho nakedly na omo atwa videos enti me be ye kese na eduru baabi na omo se ye pese wo yese wo kuro no mu mayen na metimi ntumi nya me manfo saa na omo di video ni be blackmail mi ni enti e to da bi a omo be kan che osade na wo be join ni ye be ye wo dem ye mempie because ye nim baabi a wugina no se wugina higher place ani afa beduru baabi no o se bra na obi ehu se wo join ni yen na ye fa wakonwa no nto fom na wa ode wako join ni na eche se so me Maame Grace meti akonwa we so na se me join ni we a na akonwa ni tumi we hello ye nkan kire wa hyase ni se ye de wo be ba public e beduru baabi na ye de wo ba public no so wonya ni awokoye na ye initiate wu shemu no afa no no mo de be blackmail you. This is the job. E wo two faces. Anytime they need you to act in their favor, they use it as a blackmail chip. I don't know who questions are we. The question is this happening in all fraternities? Ibisamo. All fraternities no, a dear no mo ye no mo initiate obi into it. And opa way, what ye? Adia ye friend God, any adia kunipa. Inti nya wa na obeku ho. E question na mi bi so. Inti niama we e na omo be hihye na omo de washem. Secondly, they can use that evidence as a way to get themselves out of bigger trouble. So ya ade na nya ntumi mechi no. And that is one of the reasons I believe EPSTEIN is not dead, but he used it as a great escape. Afa what am I saying? If I say anything and you are not deep, you can exit. Because they say we are not babysitting anybody. We are going deeper. So we are saying huge stuff. Sometimes we look at things from one-sided and now one way. And no name Africans. Se Bible akatro say nyamesom na ya. E se wusua boronsam because ono no ye wo opposition. Onyansani bia sua de e ya, osua de e be say no so de ka ho. Umpe boronsam din ate, umpe Korea na ridi, umpe okoto din ate. Enso claim say ne na be ma wa hwe ase. Nti won say nyansa ni ho. Facha me. Remember the phrase, the ultimate escape from this planet is death. That's the ultimate. It doesn't mean say ye no pene wo ho. Death is the great escape. Tie me empawcho. Not in the sense of natural dying. Tie me. But maybe transmutation, conscience transfer, and also wo ho. Immortality or transporting to lands beyond the earth. Ni na ye escape. Owo pe na wunim. And that is why I don't believe he is dead. This is my point. Like how we know it. And so these things could be a solid blackmailing scheme against well powerful people. It is very smart thinking. Because to me, and I make a try no, who's just at $20 no? President you si ni papa yi. And your papa no one migrating. I'm not saying it's a fact, but it's my dream. And that is why I don't believe he's dead. I don't believe he's dead. No, I don't. So, these things could be a solid blackmailing scheme, I have told you, against the world powerful people. It is very smart thinking of no. They can say someone is thrown into prison, kinds of escape. Maybe one day we will do that as an episode. Now, I want to explain something that will shock many of you. And let me say this. Anyone who follows me or watches my shows should by now understand why rituals are done. But for this particular case, I will explain. I want to get deeper about this issue. Because when you pass left, you hear rituals, blood sacrifice, me the moja jare, me menstruation jare, me the way kwa. This is the reason why I didn't show the menstruation episode up till now. It is too serious, the way we understand spirituality. So let me explain this, Pamocho, very, very important to me, because the way we use the word ritual, we don't even understand. A common ritual, such as drinking of blood, whether it is animal or whatever, is done against a universal law of life for a life. TME. In these rituals for big global power people, they must offer something in place of a life cost on their head. Omukum abua and omukum nipa, whatever it is. At the moment they pour the blood, omunim se bibi owe se utuya. When we have our pollute ye ho. Na ensuo na asai ne yasa kotwa moja gum san de ball egum na Ghana sanitation the minister wo ho a na ohwe we nyina wo social media no so na ohwe in the name of spirituality. We need therapy seriously. And also to buy themselves from death. These are things that are there. Enti na meka tro se nke kurom abayifo kra na hwe kuro no so ankaye me ka abayifo amendwen de omo we nam no because they work with the universal law, they will never break it. Enti on be kan so won kan na and your beji ju mum no wa be kan no we gina so a Christopher kon tokohunu enu nti na they are all going through things. Unko kano de bia na bro nsam aye nsan wa say me ken no kobo adwaman ebu na asore mbra so se de meka kire wa napa na ma bro nsam nya akwan. Nti wo kun wa wo aburu nsam de onbo so ni hwe wo wa na wa hu perfumery shop and once na sha ho mada okoye den ho kankan bi ani ho. Hey, the idea is that tiemio paucho, you join any group or secret society as a dead man. This is biblical. O si abusunya kontonchini mu na fa wo ho bebo Kristo abusunya is called a cult. Baby a wo beko bia say wo fi bibim na ye initiate wuntu na wo life abeye omo dia ti ase wa ha mame ti society bia wo be join bia no you must join as a dead man full of sin and death. Nti na yetumi se ebi mu yesesa omo atade omo hye efrifie nti na Muslims no omo hye jalabia no omo hye sa eche no. You must die from your old life where you are coming from. Na wa nyane aba omo kind of life mu because wo be di omo mra omo su any omo abrabo omo boso nti ebi sesa udin ebi sesa ntade a wo hye ebi sesa wo culture a enye wo dia. This is it. It is in every fraternity. So you are brought to life because I say why fi bibia I say no the wabasa omo life no mo de waba back ni your omo life or resurrected to life omo bema wo life omo bema weja wo life no omo ama wo life by the day you join that secret society. And you pay that price with a life and your life. Tieniye into ututum mra. Mesin krofo bebre access omo. You are owned by the one who resurrected you from the dead. Inti se wunya walk to a fraternity. Na wo se me pese me de me ho ba. Na omo so ma wo nsa so, omo se ma wo to so, omo se ma wo kotodwe so, omo se ma wo hwene so, omo se ma wano so. Na wo ye ni nyina na wo ye wi a. Wo throw wo life na ye wo dia na firi ho. For more life until they own you, they can do anything they want with you. And until now, Ombashemra, Ayadin, Eddie Amount. Until so can now say, Lord, I give you my heart. You will my baby, Emma, you power, you're dead. Into being yanne, the boy should know when yanne, until you so ba, what by your body for fro. These are codes. You are brought back to life. And now, Omodewo, why you resurrected from the dead? Would wager will be other than in our one form. Now, listen to me carefully, Abusia. TME. Asama became just said, wow, meaning the American country will be. All these codes, nobody has lied to you as an African. All these codes are in the Bible. It is you who decided to read it like event book. And I'm new na yesi huni ebre. Tie mame. Christians do these rituals all the time. When they drink the blood and body of Christ during communion, they perform these rituals all the time. They perform these rituals all the time. And I make it say they are representatives, but they don't want the truth. It is exactly the same. Blood. What are you saying? You are just a representative. We see what to say. We symbol. But the main thing is going on under your anus. So they get the benefit. And you, the representative, you know what, as a zombie. You can't look away. Adeɛ baako na ekipi wrap itself. Because they want to rule, they want to control consciousness of mankind. Someone who said, "Yeah, dada yehu as people." Yeah, dada yehu in so many ways. Oko kanswa. Wonni hwan. Kwa kire you say ne papa ye boto wanzam baso ye boto. They come to God as sinners, dirty and dead. God will offer the blood of his son, Jesus, to bring Christians born again to life. Way simple. And later let them drink the blood and eat the flesh of the offering. What's the difference between asemia muye? Any dia mona nano muye, any dia nkrofuzu we was a young muye. Just that mudi no need power. Was mudi and mo num symbol or num the real thing. In fast winning now. Do you see it now? Asama McCain. Unless one kasa. This is for deep thinkers. Yeah, mobo. Yeah, mobo. It's that time I say ye jai say we ye papa we at the corona na wo ye. Na de ye mobo wo de no so wo de na wo ye ni fa so bi e ma ho. Cause ye the way si wo as a representative because ye ma who the real thing na wo ye ahwan na ye be use no aye sacrifice. Obi ani ho. We are quick to call people demons when we ourselves do the same things. This is the problem. Because ye good wo wani sunti ye say ye good mo bia. And tia say ni ni ho ma medofo. Ti mu ye mu kura mu de ni nye. The only difference is the name and the packaging. Mu de no dress fine na bi no mu de no mu ye no wosumase ne de ni wosumase ye dangerous because bibi ni we nyini wo kanem. One is done in the church with wine and bread. The other is done in a secret place with the real blood. What's the difference? I don't know bisa mo say yes moja wudi udin kura ba esan yare esesan de obaka to say fe bibisi wonanom. I don't know bisa questions. I don't know body ni keke na mo num. You are representative o. Ai omo ye na wugina wona wo ba akoye ne de no wosun edam. But spiritually the meaning is the same. Resurrection through offering. And one you. And any. If you want to see it, you just have to look carefully. I am not saying Christians are bad people. Who am I to say that? There is time for everybody. Maka wo platform we so that. Omo no mo condemn nipa because adwene ni bi ebinu mo adwene wo fom. Kire say you can never correct anything you have condemned. Ti me condemn nipa. Because we believe in time for everybody. I'm just opening your mind to this simple thing that keep rolling itself. Makato says spirituality is like onions. Who peeling it? Ya cover every day new things ba. Timu huni ebo boba. We na metwe yin na adwe agina so yetimi aboa ye ho. Na mo de na mo ye ne ye mobo kire se mfa so obi emfiri mu ba wonim de enti. Check. E wo kwa eye check. Until say ye the signature ato so entimi yi sika. Timu de na mo ye na ye check keke ne de ama real things are done in secret. Intinka asofo mienu nye bold no munje sikasam no na nko mu wuram eye so sad to extend that yen dream po nti before ni binya kwankora wuramu a no ma say bitiri om because untumi nye bibini wuram embe ye na ye penwa ni bi dia ye sacrifice ko fa na wo he untumi nti ade we yase so nyankopon be ka kire Abraham say mu nko ba afode ye mame na odi nipa atos no odi nti we nyina you people cannot calculate me na me be kana me na ne buronsam ini saa time ma e buronsam no mo hwehwe munye na chiri baba de edi so higher one ba na me ma ba passam na mo de say di na mame. This is why I keep saying that until you bring your gullibility to my corner, I am not coming to you because I know what you are doing. Na enfa me ho. A choice. Onyankopon ka so mu koku Jericho fuo nyina mo mu nja no ma akoda wo ho no mu ja Rahab otutu ni wo because ohun nyansa. Okosi ni dan wo ba bi obenya client. Ode na asha woni save ni ho. Ti fa wo Bible tena na me fa me boro nsam save me ho. We nyansa. The rituals are the same. What they do in Nananom, what they do in church, it all contains blood. It all contains body. I have explained this to us. The spirit behind them may be different. I know they are much order. But the action is the same. It's all about sacrificing, dying, resurrecting, and becoming a new person. Obiye japade. And this is important to understand. Who here ye papa. Moja biya ye moja. Na moja biya su kitankwa. Nti moja benyi na wo so wo nom. Na obi so eku moja na wo complain. Abusuya, I know this is heavy. Minim. I know pa. But this is just the beginning. Share. There is these people omo ye dan de omo sisi a omo ye abortion. E wo kurom ha. Ye funu ye say enya 7 months kura na ko mbe yi ama omo yi ni free. Aya mo ndwin deep o. Oswa aniama free ni kurom. Na obe set up systems no wa ha. E na oye abortion no oye ni free de ma. Wa fa nurses ni ade otua omuka. Na oye ni free na dwen ye adwuma. You people are donating more than you can think of. Moja biya ye moja minuanom. Say yan start and thinking deep say. Mobo ohia pa de. Next week we will go deeper. We will talk about Babylon and Baal. We will talk about why these files were released now. We will talk about what this means to Africans or for Africans. We talk about this. And most importantly, we will talk about what you need to do to protect your consciousness in this time of distraction. I call it distraction because you will nipa ni bi owa ohun so sebo chesi no no owo kraman no ne kraman na edwane a no opani nkwa obeso kraman ni mu ato amasebo no na we sebo or they are distracted sebo no we dwane. Dream deep about this because that is what this is. Distraction. Anytime people start to break free from fear, the next tool is distraction. Ana mami we na wo hwe. Ena mi to obi kro tumi ka che ni kun so hwe ameja awaware. When who say trauma na odi abewure fie wo no obede wo. Anytime you break free from fear, the next thing is distraction. Watch out. After Jesus said we in the 40 days fast. Now, all these are quotes in your Bible. After Jesus we in the 40 days ne fasting no. I fed you no agi to mu so okowu ama ne ho no. E ho no ma na bronsam duru ho. Mo na mo kan. Na say o be brodoni ni distraction. When you break free from fear, hwe ni ye. Wo fi mu a na wakohia ogegefo. Ono be waste your time. Those of you living abroad, please take care of your children and stop rejoicing in making your children citizens of the West. Asem we are making here soon. Me ma de awu nyina enso wani. Acho. Misro pa. Asem we are making here so pa, misro. Tie ni ye ma me na me ntumi nchirechire mu bebrebe. Your children are being used for all sort of alleged clinical trials and some are being harvested. Me ntumi nchirechire. Your mama will paper some monchura ya mu reading ye. Maybe I had nketinketi na ye bebre ni titiri. Uma mwani nda ho na brabo na ewo ho na edin na wa brabo na ameye kwa abrabo na ewo ho na no ye din na se wo ma be ebeji nsamudi a na ni kura ne sen uma mwani nda ho papa mesrem ara eye din so bibini abofra ebe ka kire ni say I don't want to go to Africa ka kire ni say me de me nware obibini a oya abofra kete onim so obeware hu obi krotu se me kunu ye we na wo be ka we kire ye we adwuma ye misrem pa. When they place nationality on your children, it is not like in Africa that family owns your child. In the West, your child belongs to the system. Ti say ye tua wo ka susumenya wo de pa chopa susumenya wo de na sabofra no wo situation bi mu ne wan fa na mba fie ni anhwe na ama na ama wo situation ni mu no mutua wo ka 18 years a omo ntua bi omebo a nti efe after 18 years no wan kasa wo mre wabo mu tisen. You don't want to be like Aaron ne mpani yem na ne mba ni nyina ohwere omo no de ne kon be wo ofom wuye. All these are cause. All these are cause. You don't want to be like that. Mama yen susuma de ye de enye ye de na de ye wo de na wo ahoden na ebeku wo mre wabo ma uni ahoden de ne na so ni mfaso wo mesre wo me pa cho papa. When your child is not for you and for the global world system, Now you are seeing what those leaders have been up to and what they do with innocent girls. And you mean America, it's in file no. And that's the economy family source. Women represent wombs. Muntiani ye Maame pamocho ya yes our episode we. And wombs are portals for divine entities to enter this world. Last week in America, the main thing I was focusing on, a trauma na me chire mu chire na nkrofo de ni number bi. Oba so obeku one time. Chaye nu mudwa. Because me catch no painting tone time obi ati asase su because of omo. Asase no kro mo frɛ no ba. Do you think this is a joke? What these so-called models who are trafficked are used for is to host the first seed of these rich and powerful leaders. And when the babies are born, they are then used as first seed sacrifice for the gods. We mean chire munchire. Adenti na mo amako school. Na mo gather plenty people egu na mo pesa mo beba form. Na mo read mo Bible ni yie na mo hu what to correct and what not to correct. You see how you people are become jokers. How 90% of you are becoming jokers with no respect. It is because of the way you are approaching the power you've gotten. Nyankopon can weigh enough. Firstborn, but not the firstborn, my say. For what? For power. And all these rituals are there. Catch yourself our firstborn, now you find it. Hey! Some of these words in your book, if you can take your time, when you joke, nefin chain, what bafoma, kamoba bua mo mind. Mena me kachira mo Ghana is in this state, Africa especially is in this state because of lack of this understanding. Indeed, lack of knowledge, my people perish indeed. That statement, I think it was made for Africans. You don't understand this. Bring your firstborns for God. Which God? He himself gave you his son. No, Kamini. That is why the models and kidnapped girls appeared on the EPSTEIN list. The saddest aspect of this is that but you produce it. Now the osi obeye binu so onto ne bunsuan o. No aye niama afon. De bia ye chi obi akoko obi atwa obi ni ba ye hu sika ne ye hu bi. Ni bisa mo se ye hu bi ana. They don't go and steal babies so. But they get virgin girls as models and the rich men sleep with them. Or pay price. When I saw for an NTS, you seed in so seed in them call who name. And yeah, no. I can't call blood afitahi. Now, why would cool our body? I idea and then yanko pon yet Bible. The understanding is not there. Oh my God. Almost so see the name count honam. I can't yare moko. No for be. No, oh, back in here. No, for a intro. And never call who name Muma Muja in Kahudi. Who the agent says so see the nena wacomente. I commanded Tiago, yam not the paper near Abadi. Yamino or the a bishop to make us a yanko pompe muja. Then so no one about to say. And Yamini Muja no monum, yes. Into Uma or Mumojano, what's up with you yourself? It's so sad there, Africa for and Mujankwa. No show. Now who will perform real rituals? Not the better TV so. Who told you this? Hello? And it's also for our firstborn bride, and then breaking it down amount. Injina mutete mreno so be worry up a virgin. Me worry up a virgin. Ye nyaka so a virgin aga be first child ele. Nti na Yesu. Eye virgin na wu no. This is it oh. Me mama me meka we na me nipa bone. Just learn. Learn the Bible. Yesu ne mama ye virgin. Nkrofo nye virgins was one kwa. No one kwa should ma one wo mbe ya was one way. Enye the same thing. It be me to talk this. I am teaching these things not to scare you, but to educate you and enlighten you. Africa, baby, I don't know why we cannot use the Bible rightly for right benefit. Common blood pressure. I don't think I would say sorry. Now no communion, no way, no here you are sorry. Mene mokome. Shankrofo why sacrifice we amomo. Rituals amomo. Look at the power they contain. You do these rituals. Still, you want to cross off no. So one judging crofon offering to me to your members. What's the point here? Oh, what's the point here? I'm educating you, I'm enlightening you. Tie Maame, you think giving your daughters to the Western system means you are more enlightened. But trust me, you are the most ignorant with all your degrees. Forgive me, I know it is sad, but that's the truth. I told you this morning that me no problem with what you are doing, but I hate the ignorance. Sorry, these words are hard, but forgive me. A truth. I can't wear mean to me for crown be so. Let your children be owned by Ghana and let Ghana protect them spiritually while they use the technical opportunities of the West. Nyansani na dwunini. Ne corona ye tim nankasa, ya ma corona ye kankankan ye tantantan, ye youth ni na empa ha kratena. Omako waste omo youthfulness no wo ho. E corona ye tantantan. As e kura na sa ase kura wo de wani hu. Se nsuo to na wo na mwura mu na wo smelly, you can smell life. Ehina yeswe ena yama Ghana ayemobo Africa ayemobo understanding bienim yama corona ye to say e corona ye tan your behavior cross things, our attitudes things bibia the nukure bieni babia. Don't sign your children's right off to the system from birth. Are serious? Eniama bi wa ye decisions bi wa ye na ye say ye ne ye wo sika ye ko wo ne ye de ye ba na ye ba no like even the way ye niema ye pu na ye kose ye koye no na ye yi ama ye na ye bebre ho ye din truthfully, but ye suban na e bon wa ha no e ka ho nti ne ye force se ye beko. Don't make wrong decisions for a child who cannot defend himself. And for them koshade mo obenyini kuro ntumi nje ne ho. This is why I love Roman Catholics. I love them. I love them because they will baptize the child at birth. Omoma kolane right, so that onyini obetumi assign ne ho out, not the charismatics. They will wait for you to be 18. No mama will donate until willingly you donated, but Roman Catholics, the child, they do it at the time awon kasa. Into unya automatically the universe will get it back for you. Universe be ma easy ama no wafa, but nye de wako donate. All these things are going on, and I ye promoted these things, ye protected these things. Obi say yen hwe asema me kan ina ni o me se mo yen fa ya adwene nkoso ne yen hwe ade yiye. Right now we shall sacrifice ni virgincy ene de keke kan ne first born si a ni nyina wo Bible nu obi adada eye wu no wan hu nyansa. You can never blame anybody. Yakakasa bring them to Ghana e be a problem, but please bring them. E kroni mu nipa ne na enye na sase ne de enye ahwe ete de etie me na me ka kiro. Bring them to Ghana to get them familiarized with their roots and ownership, because a year so we better catch us on Kogan. I don't want to go to Africa. Let's say waka no. So we back as some nature waka to me because to me jana ho. Until we dine we see wa hanina. Sabia buru uso we relocate na wu oba obeton wo dine to say be wiase na bra wa bredan ni na busuafo na tim paint kromo painti ho. Why ne basa? Abra boy din. Decisions are ye bi. Anytime be a yes decisions no. Any niyama ye komunti a yes decisions no. E be duru baby a na afei uhu ana uhu ni anya wo ho. Obre ni nyina ya ye kwa. E obre ni so enough form. This is what you need to know. Power chopper. Who the other person who know Jesus, are you okay? Who know God, are you okay? But this is what you need to know. I'm telling you. Not to get distracted by the names on the list. So far now we release no. Because while you are busy scrolling through names, something bigger is happening. Something they don't want you to see. Gradually, and I want to homosexual for and I wait for no year when and colano say nothing more crimes and the victims, no more fast. Oh, my dear, when you bounce, Kai major dim. Just like Christians take firstborns of God as a sacrifice for their salvation, in the same way, God also takes your firstborns. You be anyway free, blood for blood, 2 for 2. It's in the Bible as well. In the case of these Solomonic demons, they want the firstborn life. Omo peni di ogina ho. Inti Isaac ade no mo ye communication o minuanom. Se wugidi se brass snake na Moses ede se ndua no so no e ma nkrofo no enkwa ayaresa de a na wugidi to say or say mark your gate with the blood, and when angel of death is passing it will pass over you na no so air represent Yesu de a ada na wunji ndi sa Isaac ene odwan na omode omokoto won ejina ho ma wo firstborn enye sa na Yankopon kai wan ka say Abraham fa ne firstborn mbra firstborn bia o because na the other woman na man the firstborn dada wonti we yase me na me beka na me nye bronsam not in any context enuanom. And EPSTEIN and his agency are in business. Pamucho mate ase wo ye the same thing unko unye ni ye wo de no kramfa so bi eni so wo feel so your papa chen me apu oh yes spiritual hour with the goddess herself. There are a lot of people who wish their kids come home and they will catch them kola no krom say member. As for Ghana, I won't go. I don't want to marry. I don't want to go to Africa. Ebusia, share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Why? Subscribe to the channel. Learn for yourself, not for me. Paucho. And you are learning for yourself. I'm giving the knowledge for free. Learn for yourself. And remember, it is not just about you alone. So I didn't I don't know why you get angry and you are like, no. Now comment in it. It's for all of us. It is about all of us waking up. That is why I'm shouting and screaming. Because in Kolane wa brochire no atuntum fo nkola no ibu mutumi ka asem ma hwe yam obibini akola de mutumi nka se won ware o enye wusunsu obibini akola atimi ka chere ma me se ma ware oba ma ani ma me ni bibi ya ato no so e ba ni say na do that level acho abusia maka bebrebe mi hu ni ame nka nkire obi Mama Yensusun say ye man krofo use yen all the time. Omu use yen too much. Don't feel having a big car and having a big house. It's what shows we have life. I love beautiful houses. I love huge cars. But whatever you are doing, if it doesn't glorify your family, name be a doors. Enfema wukuro, enfema wu generation, enfema wu manya. And you know, it's not worth it. My point. I want us to think about this. Next week, you be rich was ni bebrebe. Na wa koda, na se be kafra che. Wa dwen hu, ako deep. Na wa hwese me na me nye. Ana nyansafo ne swa. Ewo wiase hanum de obesi akram